Hey guys, Tony Denaro here. Welcome back to the channel. I want to talk with you real briefly about the IPO that I'm going to be playing this week and about a couple that did not work out for some other folks and why I did not talk about those. First, let's talk about recent successes. HKD IPO'd at $7.80, up 32,000% in just a week or so, followed by MEGL, MEGL IPOing at $4, up 8,650%. in one day. And now we're going to be talking about the next one that is IPOing this week on August 19th. The ticker symbol is GCT. I want to give you my thoughts, my cautions, and a cautionary tale about some other ones that didn't work out for some folks. Let's get right into it. Okay, before we get into these, the usual disclosures. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. Investing in IPOs is speculative and risky. And if you are a new investor and not familiar with day trading, you should not be playing these plays. With that out of the way, let's talk about a couple that worked out, ones that we covered here on the channel, a couple that did not work out recently in the last week that I did not cover intentionally, and then what is going on with GCT and what you need to know if you want to participate in this play. The very first one that we're looking at here is HKD. This one IPO'd at $7 to $8 back on July 18th. It took about until July 28th to get moving, and it ran all the way up, as you can see on the chart here, from $7 to $8 to $2,521 at its peak, currently trading at $192.50. What I want you to notice on all of these plays as we're looking at them is how fast they move up. These plays have a lot of halts on the way up, and they're going to come down fast. There is nothing specifically great about any of these companies. Let's get that due diligence out of the way. We're not talking due diligence. These are low float IPOs where retail money is piling into them quickly. They're not short squeezes. This is just a supply and demand squeeze. Low float, a lot of money piling in, drives the price up. It is essentially retail against retail. And if you are in early on these plays and you get out quick, you can make some decent money. Who are the people losing money on these plays? Well, probably the ones who are getting in late, the ones who are hesitating, the ones who weren't paying attention to what IPOs were coming up. You do not want to be late on these plays. If you missed it, do not get in. If you do get in late, your risk of losing money is going to go up exponentially because these things, as you can see from the chart here, come down fast. The second success in this low float IPO game here in the last week or so is ticker symbol MEGL. This one was a little more trickier. You needed to be in pre-IPO to lock in the maximum gains on this one. I got in this play at $4 in the pre-IPO. It launched at almost $100 and quickly ran up to $249. That was your prime moment to get out of this play. Again, as you can see from the chart, very choppy, lots of halts, big moves up and big moves down, all in the very first few hours of the very first day. It was absolutely critical that you be in this play pre-IPO. And I'm going to tell you on the next play, the one that is going to IPO this Friday, how to do just that and reduce your risk of losing money by being in these plays early, pre-IPO. Again, notice once this thing peaked and started coming down, you needed to be out of the play. Do not hesitate to pull the trigger once these things are coming down. Do not become a bag holder on these plays because they're typically going to end up falling below their IPO price if you stay in them too long. After those two huge successes for HKD and MEGL, everyone started thinking, oh, this is so easy, Tony. I just look for the low float IPOs and I'm going to be rich, right? That is just not correct, guys. Not every low float IPO is going to go to the moon. Let's look at FRZA, the IPO that came out on Friday, August 12th. You could have bought it pre-IPO at $5. It did open and quickly in the first minute or two run up to $15. And if you were wise enough to get in pre-IPO and sell at $15, easy 3x your money. But a lot of people were not pre-IPO on this one, got in at $14 or $15, and then boom, big red candle and nothing but red after that. And people that got in this play because of listening to other channels or people that did not get in pre-IPO are still bag holding this one. I did not cover this play on my channel. I did not recommend FRZA. And for those of you that are stuck in it, I do hope that it comes back. Before we talk about GCT, one final cautionary tale for you. Another low float IPO that IPO'd just yesterday, August 15th. The ticker symbol was LUCY, Lucy, an eyewear company. You could have bought it pre-IPO at $5. You can see here on the chart, this one launched at $7 for the first 5 minutes or so of trading, and then immediately dropped back down to $5. It did recover to about $6.25 and then stayed flat throughout the day at $5. This one was a complete bust. Another play that I did not cover on my channel. Again, not every low float IPO is going to be these moonshots. You need to be listening to the right channels to know which ones of these to target with your money. If this is your first time here, please be sure and hit that subscribe button so you can know which ones of these low float IPOs that I am targeting. And please also check out my man Teddy Zane. He's also got a good eye for knowing which one of the low float IPOs that you should be paying attention to. Either myself or Teddy will be covering these plays as they develop. Moving into the IPO that I'm targeting for this week, the ticker symbol is GCT. The company name is Gigacloud Technology. It's going to be launching on NASDAQ on Friday, August 19th, and you can pre-reserve your shares on Webull. That is the only place. If you have a Webull account, you can go into their IPO Center and lock in some shares of GCT for $10 right now. And the cutoff will be sometime on the 18th. So you have a couple days to get in and pre-reserve your shares of GCT for $10. Please know that on Webull, if you pre-reserve an IPO, whatever amount of dollars that you put into it, they do not guarantee a full allocation. So you might say, I want to put $200 on this or $500 on this. They do not guarantee that they're going to give you a full allocation. There is no lockup period with Webull. You can sell these the very same day as the IPO on the 19th. However, you also should know if you sell less than 30 days from the IPO, they might deprioritize you for future IPO opportunities. Now, if this is just a turn and burn, a get in, get out for you, don't worry about that 30 days. If you're getting in for $10 and it runs up, get your money and get out. Do not become a bag holder on these plays. There is no real good due diligence that I can tell you about these plays other than they are a low float targeted IPO that retail is going to be putting money into these low float plays and driving the price up. You have a small window to get your money and get out. I will put a link to this prospectus in the video description if you'd like to read a little bit more about their Form F1. As you can see here, the planned offering is 2.45 million shares, and the underwriter does have the discretion to add an additional 15% to that if there is high demand. The total float of shares on this company is going to be 39 million. That includes about 37.3 million for the existing shareholders of this company in Hong Kong. I will put a link to the company's website also in the video description for you. Again, this video is not a deep due diligence dive. We're not buying into this IPO because we are a strong believer in this company. This is simply an opportunity to get in pre-IPO on a low float play, make some money, and get out. But if you want to know just a little bit more about this company, let's just do a quick read of this paragraph from Defense World, and I will include a link to this article in the video description as well. Gigacloud Technology provides the following description of their company for its IPO. We are a pioneer of global end-to-end B2B e-commerce solutions for large parcel merchandise. Our B2B e-commerce platform, which we refer to as the Gigacloud Marketplace, integrates everything from discovery, payments, and logistics tools into one easy-to-use platform. Our global marketplace seamlessly connects manufacturers primarily in Asia with resellers primarily in the US, Asia, and Europe. Gigacloud Marketplace is one of the fastest-growing large parcel B2B marketplaces with over $438 million in gross merchandise value transacted in our marketplace in the 12 months ended March 31st, 2022, up from $414 million in the full year of 2021. That is the extent of the due diligence I'm going to do on this play. Again, guys, remember, I am not buying into GCT because I'm a strong believer in the company. I'm buying into this because I believe it is going to be a IPO which is going to get a lot of retail attention as soon as it launches. This is a strictly get in, get out quick play. If you're not in the pre-IPO, I urge caution about jumping into this play if it is running up. I'm not saying don't do it, but don't come here and say you bought in late and then it dropped, because I am not telling you to buy in this play once it is running up. If you do that, your risk is exponentially increased. There will be a point where this thing hits max value and starts coming down fast. Do not become a bag holder. Once this thing starts coming down, pull the ripcord and get out. Get your money, get out. I will be covering this play when it launches the IPO on the 19th. Be sure and tune into the channel here with Tony Denaro. I will be live streaming on the 19th. I hope to see you there. Join me any day of the week in one of my live streams where I answer your questions about stocks, options, crypto, real estate, starting your own business, whatever you guys would like to discuss. No super chats ever required. Please hit that like button if you got some value out of today's presentation. Don't forget to buy and hold that subscribe button, and I will see you on the very next video.